I've had all my hair cut off.
Yeah, you look a bit more like a bit more 1950s rock and roll.
I am 1950s rock and roll, Phil. I was reading a book the other day, and it was about 1950s rock and roll, and it said on the first page, dedicated to Benjamin Taylor, who is 1950s rock and roll.
Greetings, viewers. Welcome to Full Record Jacket, and in this particular edition, we have jackets full of records. Ben's vinyl time. So it's all brand new to Ben, anyway. So yeah,
Ben's vinyl time.
What have we got, Ben? Show us your stash.
My little stash of 12-inch delights.
Indeed, and then.
Well, do you want me to start off with the new one, the one that came to? It's still in the box.
Go on then.
BNIB.
BNIB.
What? Brand new in box.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
You got to get down with the kids, Philster.
Come on then.
You know what? 1 second. Look, it's new. All this cardboard wasted for something. I can almost guarantee, and I say this on all these. Do you know what? There's YouTubers out there, Phil, who get paid a fortune for opening boxes, and we get paid nothing.
This is true, viewer. They do get paid for opening boxes. Ben's getting nothing.
All that cardboard, Amazon. Look at it. All that. For it to be in something, it could have been delivered in itself.
Yeah, but it could have got bent in that, though, couldn't it? You know,
it could have got bent, I suppose. Also, a song by Matchbox 20 bent. So here we go, Phil. Can you tell what it is yet?
No.
Well, it's an artist called Matt Kerakis, and You Look Like a Stranger. And I thought when I saw the album cover, oh God, it's going to be some thrash metal, death metal awfulness. But it's actually, you have to excuse my light reflecting. It's like the Mysterons are in here, isn't it? This is the voice of the Mysterons. We are watching you, Earthman. And you, Phil. So yeah, it's actually quite indie pop rock.
So
it's quite mellow.
Is this guy called Matt Kerakes or Kerakes or Kerakes?
Kerakes, yeah.
Kerekes.
Yeah.
We'll link it in the comments below or in the description.
Yeah. And I did listen to some of it on the Spotify, and it's actually quite good. I actually quite liked it.
So this is You Look Like a Stranger.
You Look Like a Stranger, yeah.
Okay, this is on Wax Bodega. Is that's the label? Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, it says here that he wrote this record over 6 months. He didn't make any demos. He wrote a song, recorded it fully, and sent it off to be mixed immediately. And he enjoyed the process because he puts lots of care into every track. And there were no demos or anything on his task list or on his mind while doing a song. So every song was completely done, finished, and then on to the next one. So there we are. Apparently he was really into experimenting with synthesizers and effects. He's not breaking any musical barriers with that idea, but all of that is something with which he's really toyed. Overall, it's his best and most cohesive album he's ever made. Say the record label.
Oh, right. Well, this is actually a first pressing as well, one of 800 that were first pressed. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it when I listened to a couple of tracks on it. Look, it's even almost got your name on it there. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Phil. And do you know what it says on Spotify about him?
I've no idea.
His biog on Spotify. It says, now prepare yourself for this, it's lengthy. Are you sitting comfortably, children? I shall begin. Matt Kerakis writes songs.
What's nice to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, quite useful if you're making an album.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm left with the question, does he sing them? Who knows?
Who knows? I think he does sing them. I get the impression he
But
does.
how do you know? It just says he writes them, Phil.
I
It
know.
doesn't say he sings them. So, little note, Matt. Maybe a little bit more detail.
So what's
just put it out.
next? That's Matt
Next.
Carrickers.
Next up is a post-punk band. That's post-punk. I suppose they'd be classed as post-punk, even though it's more subtle and a bit mellow, really. But not mellow, but it's a band called Lazy Giants. I get my light out of the way, and the Toiling Days Are Over from 2023. I'm hoping you're looking it up as we speak, because I buy this stuff, Phil, and I will literally listen to a couple of tracks on the Fi, and then that's it. And then I'm instructed to come on here and forced to talk about them when I don't know anything about them whatsoever.
Well,
until I pad for time to scroll up my phone and find out a little bit about them.
well,
They have
there's
45 monthly listeners, I can tell you that.
45 monthly listeners for the Lazy Giants. Well, they've got nothing on All Music. Their album is on All Music.
Here we
Toiling
go.
Days Are Over. But there's nothing written about it. There's no reviews. I can tell you that the tracks include song titles The Dilemma,
Yes.
Bees of Eternity, Bearmageddon, Sticky
I love
Sun.
that track.
And
Bearmageddon and Bees of Eternity.
There's 10 songs on it. They're all about 3 or 4 minutes long, so it's a pretty traditional length album. Old school.
They've been together 45 years out of San Francisco. Yeah. They came from the punk underground of San Francisco. So,
okay.
Yeah. The original name, intended without malice or prejudice, hailed from a reality TV show from around, and may I say, the greatest year of humankind, 1979, in which an interviewer asked a pair of little person tycoons about their secret to success. The industrious twins' proud response became the moniker for a brooding and predominantly instrumental band uniting the members of the Bay Area. So there we go.
That's the Lazy Giants. Okay,
that is the Lazy Giants. So I'm quite interested to listen to that. To be fair, I think that will be quite something different for me, maybe. So now the next up is if Stevie Nicks ditched Fleetwood Mac and joined Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers round the sort of the Torpedoes. This is what we're talking here. It is Grand Canyon, another American band, and it's got a cool album cover. I really like that album cover. It's called Forevermore, and I'm actually, I don't know if they're salt and pepper shakers or just some horrible wedding trinkets, but it looks like me and you, Phil.
It's a kind of a groovy
album cover.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's they're from Los Angeles, so I would say your meat and potatoes sort of rock and roll band, this lot.
Grand Canyon Forevermore. I can't find them on here. Oh, there's an official visualizer on Facebook.
Yeah.
There's a video. I don't seem to have a Wikipedia page. Pretty much a cult band then, because there's not very much about them at all on here.
Nothing at all.
No, but there's quite a few videos about the Grand Canyon, would you believe?
Is that a canyon that may be very grand?
It's pretty grand, yeah.
Have you ever been there?
I've seen it from a plane.
Is it just a big hole in the ground?
When I say I've seen it from a plane, it was a plane that was flying. Was it to or from Los Angeles? And it doesn't really matter, but it flew over that, and the captain said, if you look out the side, you can see the Grand Canyon. So you looked down, and you could see this red, rocky thing. It wasn't very big from that height, but I gather it's much bigger when you are near to it.
It's just a big hole in the floor, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot of polyfiller needed on that crack.
It's a big crack. So, what's next?
Next up is unreleased demos from another Los Angeles artist, Michael Hodges, aka Pop Zeus. Very cool album cover.
He's called Pop Zeus.
Pop Zeus, yes, yeah. And unfortunately, around the time he was sort of getting to sort of a bit of fame, or people were starting to sort of take notice to him, he died at the age of 29 in a motorcycle accident.
Right.
So, which is a bit of a shame, really.
That's the one, isn't it? Yeah.
That's the one, yeah.
So it's unreleased demos, and there's 11 on here.
There is, yeah.
Again, sort of 2-3 minute songs, so it won't take you too long to listen to it. Downtown LA, he died December 18th, 2014, and left behind this treasure trove. So that's where his friends have put this together. That's interesting.
There he is there. A bit like, what was the band from Warrington called who sadly passed away?
Oh, you've got me now.
I should
know it better than me. You listen to more of their stuff than I have.
I do, and I've got the album. I've got one of the first pressings of that album. I can't. What were they called? Something Beach, Viola Beach.
That's it.
Sometimes people are taken too young. They were taken too young. A really good album.
Car went off a bridge, didn't it?
Bridge in Sweden after they'd just done a festival or a gig in Sweden. Fully recommend checking that album out. Very good album. But yeah, I'm quite interested to hear this one. Obviously, at the moment on the turntable, I've got the Beatles' Love album at the moment. So yeah, shame that these people are taken too young. But next up,
you made the Beatles, just the way you said that, you made the Beatles sound like Barry White, the Beatles' Love album. You know.
Oh, you know, Love. Love album. Well, all I can say is, Phil, I only need the 2 minutes of the opening track, and that's me done. So that's all the love I need.
No need for a Barry White extended mix.
People may have to excuse my slightly croaky voice. I was at the football yesterday, and we beat Leeds. I did a bit of shouting, and then today I've ripped down an old clematis from the back of my garden, and I couldn't be bothered to bag it up and take it to tip. So I've upset Greta Thunberg and burnt it, and I've inhaled dead clematis. So I'm a little bit croaky, and my eyes feel like they've been scored at. Are you ready for the next one, Phil? So
I'm
now
ready.
you will not even have to look up anything because you will know most of the artists on this record.
Oh yeah.
It is Voices from the Stars. So it is, I think it's from some Paris jazz club.
It's old jazz stuff, by the looks of it.
Yeah,
Billie Holiday and stuff like that.
Yeah, you've got Louis Armstrong, Dina Washington, Frank Sinatra, Sarah Vaughan, Peggy Lee. Marilyn Monroe's on there, Ella Fitzgerald. It's 2 discs. You have got Billie Holiday and June Christie, Dinah Shore, Doris Day's on there as well. So I thought a little bit of cool jazz for those love evenings.
There you go.
Hey, ladies. Hi, guys. So, yeah, I thought you'd approve of that one.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Probably, it must be quite old recordings, 40s or something like.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Yeah, it's got what I can only describe as French on the front. Parlez plus, belle voix du jazz.
It might sound like it's a bootleg down a telephone, but you never know.
Yeah, la plus belle chanson. Oui, monsieur. But no, once again, I'm quite interested to listen to that. I have got many I'm quite interested in listening to. I've not got around to listening to them yet. Right, almost last but not least. You have to excuse my coughing. I have smoked literally 100 today through the inhaling of smoke. It's a artist called Lucky Low and The Big Feel.
I've never heard of Lucky Low.
Which is something I have when I have a little scratch downstairs, is a big feel. Or some may say, not that big a feel.
Came out in 2023.
It did, yes.
Well, you can stream it, but I can't see anything that's been written about it. Oh, there's something here on a podcast, but there's nothing, no articles I can see that.
Well, it says here on Spotify, Lucky Low's mission is to unite people through music, obviously, because she's releasing music, by shining a light on the dark sides of life and transforming our struggles and worries into joy and hope. In a time when mental illness is affecting more than ever, Lucky Low sees music as a vital tool for processing the challenges we face throughout life.
Never mind all that nonsense. What kind of music is it?
I'm just having a look. It was. I did play it to Chris from the Big Sugars at work the other day, and he quite enjoyed it. And I can't remember what kind of music. You're listening to it now, aren't you?
Yeah, it's kind of guitar-y pop, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sort of guitar-y pop, sort of. Are you enjoying it?
She sounds like a woman.
That helps. This is the.
She sounds like she's singing in English as a foreign language.
Shall we see where she's from?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Lucky Low. I've not even added it to my collection yet, Philster. So this will not take long for me to do. There we go. Lucky Low, The Big Feel. Let's add it to my collection because I ain't done that yet. And we will go into Lucky Low, and it says about her absolutely nothing.
There's nothing about her. I mean, I can't.
Nothing at all.
A lot of the people who play on her record, I'm just looking on YouTube, one of her videos, have Scandinavian sounding names. So I'm guessing that she's probably from Scandinavia.
It was released in Denmark, so she could be Danish.
There you go. That will be what she is. So
it's quite a cool album cover, quite a Japanese feel, I'd say.
I was going to say, I thought at first she was Japanese when you showed that, but
yeah.
Obviously it's.
I'm looking at the back. Yeah, I think it was.
Cultural appropriation is going on.
Yes, I think it is Danish. Anyway, last but not least, Philster, to round off the week. I can't remember if I bought this one out on the last one that we did, but I don't think I did. But obviously, because we are doing our favourite albums of the 90s, I'm going to have a slurp of water.
Go on then.
I tell you what, anybody after a high production YouTube video has come to the wrong place. Like I said, I can't remember. If I didn't bring it up, then I'm going to bring it up now. If I did bring it up, I'm sorry, but it's a great album. It deserves to be on twice. And that's 3 Foot High and Rising by De La Soul.
Are you going to do it for a third time? Because that's the magic number, isn't it?
Ooh, you're very clever, Philster.
Oh, genius, aren't I? Yeah.
One of my favourite albums that we've listened to so far. No, we haven't listened to this one because this didn't come out in the 90s. This came out in 1989.
Sadly, it didn't qualify. It may have hung around in the 90s, but it wasn't from the 90s.
Yes, it didn't qualify. But I did like their follow-up album, De La Soul is Dead, and therefore I didn't buy that. I bought this, which is one of my favourite albums of all time, and more people should go and buy it. You don't have to buy it on vinyl. This is a double vinyl. Buy it on CD. Buy it on tape. 8-track. So yeah, that is all of my purchasings, Philster. Okay. And that isn't in a week, may I just say. That's over a 2-week period because we haven't done one of these for a couple of weeks. So it looks more than what it is. And I had a cleanse of my record collection, Philster.
Oh, yeah.
I've got rid of about 50 records.
Wow.
Because I had a couple of different I had about 3 copies of Double Fantasy, so I had Double Triple Fantasy. I had 2 copies of American Pie by Don McLean. For some reason, 2 copies of that Julian Iglesias Farty album.
So you got rid of your Double Fantasy albums. Was that cleanup time when you did that?
It,
See,
I like what you did there. Yes, it was cleanup time. Obviously, Don McLean's gone. I got rid of anything that said Diana Ross on it.
so it was bye American Pie.
American Pie, yeah. I kept a copy. I've still got a copy, but I've had a cleanse. They're in my car. They are going to the local record shop so they can find new homes.
Did you get rid of all your Diana Ross records?
Yeah, anything that mentioned the word Diana Ross.
Did you find that you got rid of one and then the others all followed in a chain reaction?
You are.
You
No,
like
the
that
only
one,
reason
really?
I don't have any. I liked Diana Ross in that Billie Holiday film, but I've always been put off by Diana Ross. One, because she missed that big open goal in the '94 World Cup opening ceremony. Do you remember that?
Did she,
She had to
is
take,
that right?
she had to take a penalty, didn't she, with a massive ball, and she missed, and the
Really?
fireworks. Yeah. So I've just
Okay.
and my dad went to see her. My mum, well, not to see her. They don't know her, but they went to see her in concert, and my dad said all she did was tell the crowd how much she loved them, and it's
Maybe she did.
yeah, well, maybe she did, but like my dad said, I just wanted her to sing and said, I don't care if she loved me that much. Why is she charging me to get in? That's what I'd be asking. You know, I love my parents, but when they come round to my house, I don't go, well, that's 15 quid. So, yeah. So I'd had Barbara Streisand. I had some Barbara Streisand stuff
You
that
know there is no
people
L
had
in
given.
Barbara. You know there's no L in Barbara Streisand. She's not a country.
Oh, Barbara Streisand. What is it? Barbara Streisand.
You keep turning her into a country.
Yeah, the land
She's
of Barbers.
she's not a country.
Oh, she
Although
should be a country.
She had a house on the edge of the Malibu, though, didn't she? Wasn't that
It says
the
Barbara
Streisand effect?
Streisand.
Streisand, yeah,
Streisand.
that's it.
That just sounds wrong. Who's the other one I always get wrong? Dionne Warwick.
Yeah, because
And
you called her Diane, didn't you, or something?
Yeah. So anyway, so I've had a cleanse and I've replenished all at the same time. So
There you go. Well, that, viewers, wraps up Ben's vinyl, or rather unwraps Ben's vinyl, and we'll do another one of those. Well, I should imagine it'll only be in a few days' time when he's bought a few more. But for now,
no, I'm not buying any more.
Oh, right, okay, we've heard that.
I'm
before.
going on a month purge,
right,
and I promise I won't buy any more. And if I do buy any more, I will do the next video we do this in my pants.
If you buy more vinyl in the next month.
Yes.
So basically, April 2020, if you buy any vinyl during April 2024, there's only 3 weeks or so of it left, actually, isn't there? So if you buy any vinyl during April, then you will have to do a show in your pants.
Yes.
I'm not sure I want that to happen, though, to be honest.
Oh. I could.
Perhaps you could shave your hair off to look like me. How about that? How about that? And then you could present the show as me. I'll get a wig, and you present the show as me, and I'll
Shall we
come
do
on
that
as
one
you.
day? Shall I just
shave
I'm scared if I shave my hair off,
it might not come
back. Grow back.
It might not come back. That's what I did.
Yeah.
You know, I did that about 20 years ago. You know,
wash and go. It wash and went
for a joke, and shaved it off for a joke. It never came back.
Is that really what happened?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Brilliant. I love that. Well, I don't, but I do. I feel sorry for you, Phil. Have some of mine.
Hair today, gone tomorrow. Thanks, viewers. All the best. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.